Welcome to More Than a Few Words, the video version. This morning I'm talking with Sherilyn. Good morning, Sherilyn. We are going to talk about kind of the future of logos and what I think is sort of a disturbing trend. Well, you use the word dystopian.
I would say more disconcerting, given how much emphasis we're putting on brands and what I think people think they can get away with. But if you may have noticed, a lot of the recent logos have been kind of stripped down and using sans serifs, and they're starting to look all kind of similar. But I wanted to talk about where that started and where we might be headed.
Cool. All right, so you can't do a conversation about logos without pictures.
Nope.
So we have pictures.
Just a couple I picked out. We have FedEx and Chanel and Citi. I call them the OGs, sans serif fonts. You may probably have already heard, but there's a awesome little arrow moving forward in the FedEx, and then Citibank, designed by Paula Scher, and actually they have a little umbrella because they cover you. Like, makes sense, matches the brand. But moving forward,
Well, and so I think the first thing is that the first round of sans serif fonts, there was still some interesting things going on.
yeah, and they weren't it was with a purpose, like Chanel, that's very classy, and yeah, it had a reason to it, behind it.
But then,
Amazon came along, and your nifty little smartphones and being able to order things online, and your logo had to look really good on a tiny little app button or on a massive billboard.
and to their credit, I will say that Amazon had a really cute logo. Their smile, the interesting Z. But then what they brought about was...
Well, then everyone decided to hop on board a little bit. It wasn't okay to be as cute and fun and friendly. You can see like they had kind of like little air bubbles going on with Airbnb and Skype. And then they moved to more of the sans serif thing we see going on. It was more legible, more businessy and corporate-y. You're just kind of like, okay, that makes more sense to take you a little bit more seriously as a big business that you are.
But you also lose the fun and the personality. And then we saw some other, what I consider really interesting brands that had, again, some hallmarks in their style, opting for this very stripped down feel.
Yep. Usually, one of the main reasons they say is legibility, because you can read it at small and large sizes, but again, you lose a lot of personality. Then moving forward, we see some further iterations of the sans serif stripped down logos that don't make quite as much sense. MasterCard, you can see like it's MasterCard, it has been MasterCard. So while this still reads as the MasterCard circles, I'm not really sure what's going on at the bottom. It's in all lowercase, it's a credit card, and you want to take it very seriously. So I'm not sure whether they're trying to be friendly and approachable or what they were going for, but it's a credit card. I don't necessarily want to make friends with it. Similarly with Pinterest, like that's where we figured what hodgepodge was and like what kind of crafts we could make and all the things you can do with egg cartons. And they again went for more sans serif serious typeface, and I guess they're getting more corporate.
Yeah, and I kind of miss, I mean, they did keep their P, which to their credit, I think, again, they were designed as an app originally, so it makes sense that they had that little avatar. But I think you're right, the sort of swirly, fun feel of Pinterest is kind of gone.
Kind of lost, yeah. And then everyone else started hopping on the bandwagon, for better and for worse. We have Taco Bell, which was an icon of the 90s, and that's when I grew up. You knew exactly what it was, you knew exactly what you were getting. And now we have, I'm not sure what, that could be a bank, that could be something entirely different.
I think they lost a lot when they gave up the colors, and again, these days with digital printing, it doesn't cost any more to print one color or multiple colors, so it's not a cost saving. And the fun feel of the font, you knew it was 2 a.m. and you were looking for a taco.
Exactly, and then similarly with Burberry and Century, they have been around for a long time. There's so much history in their logos. Like you drive by a Century 21 sign, sure, it's not the most aesthetically pleasing thing, but you knew exactly what you're getting from a mile away. And then
Yeah, I think of all of the changes, the Century 21 giving up their very iconic yellow house, giving up that clarity of that white sign, I think is a huge mistake, because I don't think the two-tone on the black is very legible. And for a brand that needs to be seen at a distance,
And it's a very comparatively generic typeface. Yeah, it doesn't really stand out anymore.
no.
So moving forward, what I'm concerned might happen is that everyone's gonna start looking the same. All black, all caps, and you're not gonna be able to tell who is who anymore.
And, you know, as a graphic designer, but as a marketing firm, to me, this is a really sad direction. I think there are ways to blend legibility and interest.
For sure.
So, if you are thinking about a logo design and you're gravitating in this direction, we're going to tell you, don't do that. Come talk to us. If you're interested in more of Sherilyn's predictions and opinions, look for her blogs at roundpeg.biz. This has been another episode. Have a great week.